Right, hello then. How's everybody doing? I think I remembered to turn off desktop this time. Yep, Elgato's up, mic is up, alright. I'm gonna have to start double checking, because I always fucking forget, because I'm a moron, so... got the screen up, everything should be good. Alright, we're gold, I think. Should be, anyway. Also let me pop open my drink. I should have done this beforehand, but... Hey, professional, right? So... Right, cola, opened. Dead body, check. Desktop audio, off. Alright, fantastic. Right, so hopefully the audio is good as well, so you can actually hear me now, because I fucked around with it a bit, because it still seemed to be a bit loud after I turned everything down, so, yeah. Let's get to checking. For now, pay attention to the wall. Huh? I said it once already. There's a word written there. On the wall? Must be talking about this, not the big-tittied supermodel. The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood.
So...
Lust. I don't think it's a kind of dying message. It's just too strange. But you know the thing about writing bloodlust in blood, doesn't it sound kind of familiar? A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. And at the scene of each crime, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly, then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer? What? Genocide Jack? Genocide Jack, the murderous fiend whose grisly attacks were famous all across the country. The ultimate murderous fiend, creating a reputation of abnormal, downright cruel killings.
What is this?
Then this is some copycat killer trying to imitate Genocide Jack's style? But why would anyone do that? Perhaps it's the work of the real Genocide Jack. The real? Wait, are you saying Genocide Jack is here in the school?
No way!
There's no way. But going so far as to write the bloodlust at the scene, I'm surprised at their stupidity. Well, I can't imagine a worse situation than dealing with a stupid murderer. What is it now? Toko! He was pointing toward the entrance to the girls' locker room. Toko was the last to arrive, and now she was just standing there. No! Why? 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 Gadunk, yeah. As you do. She fainted! That did not sound good! Toko! Hina rushed over to the collapsed Toko and started trying to shake her awake, yeah. Toko, are you okay? Come on, wake up! Oh, that's right. I just remembered what she said about how she faints anytime she sees blood. Yeah, she's a hemophiliac.
Oh.
Oh yeah, hemophobic, that's what it is. So she is hemophobic? I imagine she does not watch too many horror films then. Implying you do. Even more waifu material, seriously. This isn't a violation of the rules, right? I mean, technically she passed out somewhere besides her room. No, I think it should be okay. The regulations prohibit sleeping, like on purpose. Oh, so since she didn't faint on purpose, it doesn't count? Gotcha.
Just a second.
Toko, can you hear me? Hey, you gotta wake up. As if she'd heard her, Toko suddenly shot awake. As in, she literally jumped up from where she was laying. It was such a strange reaction, I was at a total loss for words. She leapt straight up into the air, changing her stance as she did. In no time flat, she was just standing up. Ignoring the physical contortion she had to go through, her motions were totally haphazard. Huh? What? Sorry about that, I was just so shocked, you know? Happens, right? Was I the only one? Toko, are you okay? I'm fine, fine. Whoa, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead?
What the heck?
She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. The world has a front and a back, a top ironing and a bottom, a sea of truth and a web of lies.
Well...
This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different. No, everything's fine. At least the stutter's all gone. That's a good thing, right?
I see.
It's clear to me that everything is not fine. Your eyes seem strangely vacant. Might be best if we take her back to her room for the time being.
So,
I don't mind taking her, but could someone help me? If you need help, I don't mind. Taka, could you help me? Huh? She totally ignored me! Very well. You take care of the girl, and the rest of us can begin the investigation right away. Can I assume nobody has a problem leaving Sakura and Mondo on guard duty again? Hold on a second. Rushing to an investigation? The mastermind isn't behind that. After what happened last time, surely you realize that.
Don't make me repeat myself.
There is no question that Chihiro was murdered by someone among us. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Of course!
Right is rain! But don't take it as a bad thing, it's just a fact of life. Because... that's how graduation works. Then, it's happened again? Is that what you're saying? That another one of us killed a fellow classmate? What, does that freak you out? You guys got no balls, you know that? Is there just nothing down there at all? Well, I'll let you pray to mine if you want. Actually, I don't have any either. Sorry.
Stop talking.
Stop monologuing and give us what you came here to give us. You did bring it, right? I sure did, chum.
It's the Monokuma
Allow me to present the
file.
next Monokuma file. I know how much you must be looking forward to it.
See ya
So
later.
please do your very tippy-top best on this investigation.
no way!
Do we really gotta do another investigation? Examining the corpse of one of our friends. Having to suspect all our other friends?
Why?
I hate this. I can't take it anymore. I hate it too.
Help me!
I've had enough. I'm getting out of here.
Hey!
Where do you plan on going? There's nowhere to run.
Such ignorance.
Just accept it already. After all, blood is just a liquid. A dead body is a simple object. You are very enthusiastic about all of this, are you not?
Naturally.
How can I not be? If we don't unmask the culprit, we all die. That's true, but to jump it so soon.
What?
What? Do you want to die?
Such ignorance.
Fine, then go off and die somewhere. Right now, go ahead. You're a waste of space.
Damn you!
A dead body is an object?
Piece of shit!
Chihiro wasn't an object! Show a little respect or I'll beat some India!
Calm down.
Everyone stop bickering. Listen, there's some truth in what Byakuya said. Kyoko!
Because...
If we don't solve the mystery and find the killer, our own lives are forfeit. And if Byakuya is right that Genocide Jack is somehow the one who killed Chihiro,
that's right.
then unless we do something, more victims could start piling up.
What?
Forget more victims. If we mess this up, we're all dead meat.
Hey! Hey!
Hold on. If that's your worry, you don't gotta worry any longer. If any one killing game, the guilty party may only kill a maximum of 2 people. What? I don't remember any rule like that.
Actually...
I just came up with it. I mean, if one person went around and killed everyone, your lovely student life would all be over, right? The new rule has been added to the regulations menu.
So then...
Chicken! In that case, why not limit it to 1 person?
Hey!
Chicken, come on, man. Chicken. Come on, man. Well, in a good mystery, you don't want to miss out on at least the potential of a serial killer angle. Just one would totally murder that possibility.
Punishment is waiting for you.
Farewell for now. I'll catch you guys at the class trial. What's up, Chicken? How you doing? I can't say I understand his thinking, but if we can kill up to 2 people, then 1 person's life could still be in danger.
Interesting.
Which is definitely not good. We need to uncover the culprit before something else happens.
You son of a bitch!
You need to shut the fuck up!
So,
Well, for now, Taka and me are gonna drop Toko off at her room. Nice, I'm gonna get dropped off.
there is nothing to be done.
We have no time to stand around here. We must begin our investigation tout de suite. If we do not solve the mystery of who killed Chihiro,
Is that okay?
then we will quickly follow her into the afterlife. That's true. I hate this, but if I want to survive, me and everyone else, we have to do it. We don't have any other choice. Chicken, how is audio? Is it a good balance or is it too quiet? Let me know. First of all, I'd better check the Monokuma file to see exactly what's going on. Like, can you hear the music and the voices okay? Like, let me know, please. If you would. Just got back from your MRI, you were cussing the whole time. The nurse said she'd heard words she's never heard before. I would not be surprised. That's how I explain British slang to people as well. It's good? Perfectly fine? Awesome. The victim was Chihiro Fujisaki. The time of death is estimated to be around 2 a.m. The body was discovered in the girls' locker room, on the second floor of the school. The cause of death was a blow to the head with a blunt object. She was killed instantly. That's all it says. Well, it's not like there's any point in complaining about it. No matter what, I gotta do what I gotta do. Monokuma File 2 has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Hey, Makoto, do you have a second? Huh? Did you need something from me?
Naturally.
Of course. Life without purpose is quite dull, you know. So what did you need? I'm going to let you cooperate with me during my investigation. Huh?
What?
I'm purchasing your talent. The same talent which allowed you to solve Sayaka's case. Solve? No, I just...
Stop talking.
You seem to have some limited use, which is why I've chosen you. You have the honor of contributing to my investigation. So, you're inviting me to come with you? You're doing it in the most arrogant way possible, though.
Let's go.
Now then, shall we get started? But... we need to get moving. There's no time to be standing around. I don't really know what just happened, but it looks like I'll be working with Byakuya on this one. Right. Okay, we can't examine the weights on the floor, but we can examine the bloody weight. Yeah, what a pompous fuck. That's why I made him sound like Kaiba from Yu-Gi-Oh! I know it's clever. There's a dumbbell on the floor, and... this is a bloodstain! There's a bloodstain on the dumbbell! The Monokuma file said a blow to the head with a blunt object is what killed her. Does that mean this dumbbell was actually the murder weapon?
That's right.
I don't imagine it could have been anything else. Locker room dumbbell has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Let's examine the stain of blood as well. There's a fresh blood stain on the carpet. It must have been splattered with blood during the murder. Yeah, well, it's what happens when you fucking hit people with dumbbells and there's a carpet underneath you. Apparently, Kyoko's a workout system. She took her time examining Chihiro's corpse. She poked and prodded, going over every inch of the lifeless body. You're a very strange woman, you know, being able to touch a dead body with absolutely no trouble. She seems to be concentrating pretty hard. It's like she can't even hear us. I could feel the life draining out of my own body. It's a dead body. Chihiro's dead body.
Very strange.
But the more I look, the more strange it all seems. This must be Genocide Jack's handiwork. Well, but
What?
we're still not sure he did it. Is that what you want to say? I wonder about that. Let's talk to Mondo with this 2D ass. Dude had a real complex about being weak. Dude. You heard Chihiro talk about it, right? All I need to get stronger. Yeah, I do remember she said that more than once. Sure did. Which I guess explains the trip down here. But did she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but she was a girl after all. Most girls aren't all that strong. Might not want to let certain people hear you say that, Makoto. It's 2019, alright, buddy? I don't know, man. Haven't really thought about that stuff. Cause of Chihiro's complex. I can't help wondering what it might be. Mondo's account has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. Right, let's talk to Sakura then. I would have given this guy a pompous London accent. Yeah, that's what everybody does. I don't know what it is, but... Okay, so... Everybody is under the impression that every character with glasses sounds like an English person. I don't know what it is. But they usually go... Oh, Chihiro seems to be quite well. Blah, blah, blah. It's like... Not every English person sounds like that. Take me for example, right? I'm from fucking Bristol, yeah? I don't talk like this. I don't fucking, I don't do that. Not every English person does that, so when somebody fucking goes up and goes, oh, fucking blimey, jeez, here, fucking pisses me off. Like, you have no idea how annoying that shit is. It really is. It's overused, it's overdone, fuck off. Be original. I use this locker room all the time. Now it's become the site of Chihiro's death. But why was she killed in the locker room? Actually, if you think about it, she could have been killed somewhere else, then carried here. She was very light, that is true. Wouldn't be hard for someone to carry her, but still.
Well,
I still think she came here on her own, by choice. What makes you say that? She'd been talking a lot about lately how she wanted to get stronger. So you're saying she came here to exercise? But according to the Monokuma file, apparently she was killed around 2 in the morning. Would she really have been exercising that late?
perhaps.
Hina or myself are usually in the locker room during the day, so she was probably avoiding it then. Avoiding it? Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never showed up. So I can only assume she was trying to avoid us. And instead she came to exercise in the middle of the night?
However,
Perhaps, but it's difficult for me to imagine she would have come alone. She did want to start exercising, but she specifically mentioned she couldn't do it by herself. She needed support from others. So you're saying she could have come here in the middle of the night to train in secret? But that she also would have come with someone else? It's a possibility, I think. Sakura's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. I'd use the slang like blood and fam. Fam is not slang. It's retard speak. Now I believe it's about time for us to move on. Huh? Already?
What?
New clues will magically appear by standing around here. We need to check every aspect of this case. That's true, but...
Let's go.
If you're satisfied, let's hurry up and proceed. He's so pushy, I got caught up with the wrong person this time. He's a bit of a pushy cunt, isn't he? A little bit. So, this is our next location. Huh? This place is related to the investigation? Figure it out for yourself. It's no fun if you don't, right? Yep, that's the fun of Danganronpas, my friends. Absolutely. Maybe I should smack him in the head with one of these boards. Maybe he'd quit being such a fucking stuck-up prick. It's not even the scene of the crime, idiot. Doesn't mean we shouldn't check it. What a fucking tard. Could at least try and figure out where we should check without my help. Or were we in the boys' locker room to begin with? What? So, if I can't go into the boys' locker room, we can't do nothing here, and we can't go back in there, what the fuck does he want? I don't understand what the fuck this prick wants. We still have more to check it. What the fuck is he on about? What the fuck is he on about? If I remember right, this card reader is meant to work with our handbooks, right?
What?
Do you have an issue with it? If so, you should take it up with Monokuma. He said that, then quickly and sharply clapped his hands together.
did you call for me?
You called for me? Has he been domesticated?
That's right.
Seems that Makoto has a question for you.
You need something?
Sure, what's up? Well, it's just about this card reader.
Yep.
Yes, the card readers have all been designed to interface with each of your e-handbooks. You can only enter the locker room corresponding to the gender listed in your individual handbook. And it's impossible for two people in a row to go through while the door's unlocked, correct?
Unbelievable.
If there were some sort of erotic terrorist on the prowl, the ceiling-mounted Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter.
And the school regulations prohibit anyone from lending someone else their handbook, correct?
Of course.
Correctly correct.
So then, that means only girls can go in the girls' locker room and only boys can go in the boys' locker room. Yeah, forehead, good job, Makoto. In other words, Chihiro's body being found in the girls' locker room means... Hey, Makoto, I can see right through you. See right through me? Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. Since Chihiro was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get in there.
So in other words,
As such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get it right?
such ignorance.
Good lord, you're simple. But am I wrong? You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine.
I would expect nothing less from the prodigal son of the noble Togami family. So you managed to sniff out the loophole in the regulations.
Knowing you, I would bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? To add a little more excitement to things.
You're treating me like a puny little appetizer instead of the main course that I am. Now then, since the dead can't actually talk, they're not people anymore. They're things.
Yep.
Get it? Got it? Good. Wait, hold on. You're saying that's a loophole, but... in order to borrow something from someone, then that means someone would have to loan it, so...
Why you?
So sleepy. Just listening to you makes me want to pass out. Be more like Byakuya and get your poop together. Or else I'll charge you with criminal negligence. No more questions. Figure out the rest your own damn self.
That's fine.
Well, I know you are unfortunately lacking in mental faculties, so I'll fill you in myself. Let's head to the main hall.
The main hall?
That'll help you understand what's going on.
Card reader has been added to the Truth Bolt section of your handbook. I totally forgot that heavily plays a part in this. Give him a sense of retardation to fuck his character up? Yeah. I mean, if you steal a handbook. Yeah, it's not loaning it if you steal it, right?
We came to the main hall. So what are we looking for here? Does that mean I have to figure it out for myself?
Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? Must be on this side. Yeah, it is. I think it's this thing we're after, if I remember correctly.
There's a mailbox here. Could there be something inside? It's an e-handbook? No, wait, there's 3 of them, but what are they doing here? So, you finally found them. Huh? Did you know these were here, Byakuya? I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. Seems there's a system in place where the handbooks of dead students get delivered to this mailbox. So then these 3 handbooks belong to... Junko, Leon, and Sayaka? You can go ahead and confirm it yourself. I immediately turned on one of the handbooks, and when I did...
So there's something about this that I'm gonna say way later, because it's gonna be a huge spoiler for people that don't know it, and it's gonna fuck up the whole story. So I'll touch on it later if I can remember to do so.
You're right, this is Sayaka's handbook. Now do you understand? This is the key to the loophole that I revealed earlier. Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get it. You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. I see. Yeah, now I understand.
Main Hall e-handbooks has been added to the Truth
What?
Bolt section of your monopad.
Hold on a second. What's wrong?
Very strange.
That's strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on. Is it broken? Whose is it?
How's he gonna tell if it won't turn on, you daft shit? The other handbook showed Junko's name when I started it up. Oh, never mind then.
Then the one that won't turn on must be Leon's, right?
I see.
It would make sense, yes. After all, he did get pummeled with dozens and dozens of baseballs.
Pummeled with baseballs.
Sounds like a bent fella's good time to me.
The memory of it came flooding back. That cruel punishment which led to Leon's death. The execution that the mastermind concocted. A cruel, heartless death. You're right. It wouldn't be surprising for the handbook to break during that kind of assault.
Damn it!
Hey, hey! Hey, 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 hey!
Now
Hey!
I'm really angry!
What? That e-handbook is essential to student life here. Crucial, integral, instrumental, a super big deal. There's no way it would break that easily. But it did.
That's impossible!
If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't frickin' break. It can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure and it's waterproof up to 100 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseballs you hit it with, it wouldn't do crap. Oh, but even my amazing handbook does have one single weak point. It does?
I can't hear you!
But it's a secret. I wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks.
What?
Then Leon must have broken it somehow without realizing what its weakness was, right?
Hard to say. You know what I think? I think his handbook isn't actually broken.
What?
But you might ask, how could that be?
Leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared.
What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's an undeniable fact that it's not turning on.
That's fine.
Well, I don't see any connection to the case, so it doesn't matter for now.
You think so? Either way, something about it still bothers me.
Yeah, Tim's up to the next chapter. He completed chapter 3. We're not quite there yet.
Broken e-handbook has been added to the Truth Bolt section of your handbook.
Okay then, this should be enough to get things rolling. Let's begin our investigation in earnest and track down the true culprit.
Yeah, we need to find out who killed Chihiro.
To be exact, not quite.
Huh? Not quite.
Yeah, so Tim's on chapter 3. He completed chapter 3, so I guess he's technically on 4 now. And he's, not gonna like chapter 4 very much, I would imagine. Wait, there's still something here waiting to be checked? What could that be? Is there? What are we checking? Am I talking to you?
What do you mean by that, Byakuya? To be exact, not quite?
Certainly I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack.
Then you really think? You truly believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Absolutely, I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit in this case.
That murderous fiend is Genocide Jack, right?
What?
There's nobody else it could be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer?
Genocide Jack? They say he's killed thousands of people, but that's gotta be an urban legend. Still, can one of us really be a demented, psychotic killer like that?
You're not wrong to wonder.
But words mean little right now.
I have something that will prove it, and I can show you. You'll see, chicken, you'll see.
Well, show me then, you fucking pompous cunt!
Yeah? There's somewhere I'd like to take you. This will provide you all the evidence you need.
It's all clear now.
Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro.
Evidence? Does something like that really...
I don't know who this is. I'm assuming it's Aoi, so I'm just gonna do it in her voice.
Ah, hey, you two! Big trouble. Need your help. Called it.
I don't have time to play
We're
with you.
busy. Leave us alone.
But it's an emergency. Emergency. Come on, please. You gotta help me.
Okay, well calm down, Chocolate Swirl. What's up?
Please.
This is a serious emergency. Please, please, you gotta help me. Just calm down, okay, Hina?
Because,
But, it's an emergency. Okay, well fucking tell me, dick. An emergency? What happened?
well,
Something's wrong with Toko. She's acting super strange.
Hey, what's going on, Master of the Zoo? Never seen you here before. How's it going? Welcome.
Well, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do, Byakuya?
Very strange.
Since it's Toko, I must admit, I'm intrigued. I suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her.
Are you sure?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Cool, he said it for me then.
I didn't expect that. I thought for sure you'd just say no and that'd be the end of it.
yeah.
Okay, come on, hurry. Wait for us, Hina.
Let's go.
Looks like she needed to head to the dorms, to Toko's room, most likely.
You're right.
Good playing a Pokemon clone in the background because I'm a disgusting weeb? Yeah, same. I never got into Pokemon. I was a Yu-Gi-Oh kid. How's Rudy Tooty Bullet Refuty? I like that. That's clever as fuck. Oh, man. Fucking hell, you should stream yourself. I'd give you a sub just for that alone. Fuck me. That's hilarious. I'm not gonna steal that, by the way, but I do like that. Oh my god, that's fucking funny. So basically, if you guys do not know, I will reiterate. I've played this... I've not played it, I've seen it. I've seen the whole game. I know who dies per chapter. I know who the killers are. I know pretty good how it goes down, but I can't remember every exact small detail, so I might fuck shit up. I say might, I will. So...
You guys are too slow. I think you're just too fast.
So, what's this emergency?
So,
Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her, see how she was doing? But when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out and she kept saying all this weird stuff. Weird stuff?
That's fine.
We should try talking to her ourselves.
Yeah, good idea.
So, basically, whenever I play a Danganronpa, I do all the voices myself. Except for when they talk in the trials. I let them do all that. So, hopefully people enjoy the voices I give everybody. Feel free to steal it. Also, I've streamed before, but I haven't been able to lately. Your ISP is being an asshole. I'm sorry about that. That must really suck. The amount of stress streaming puts on my network is something my ISP has noticed, and they keep cutting my net whenever I try to stream now. Jesus, that's rough. I hope that never happens to me. Fuck me. I have that Comcast shit going on, so...
May as well give it a shot. The door swung open slowly and silently.
Hey, what's up, Not Beautiful?
Holy crap! An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
What?
Oh, nothing. It's just that, Hina was really worried about you, holding yourself up in your room.
So if you're wondering why, I gave Makoto a very beta bitch voice because he sounds like a fucking gigantic poof. So, that's why I fucking gave him that voice.
Leave me alone.
Can only hope I'll probably move again when you stream out of state. Or stream again when you move out of state, if I could read.
Yeah, sure thing. But, could you open up, just for a second?
Yeah, well, she doesn't look like she's gonna force the door open, is she?
Won't allow it.
She doesn't exactly strike me as a social person. One can only hope I'll probably stream again when I move out of state. If it's not weird, what state are you in? I live in the States as well, although I'm originally from Bristol, so... I've lived in the States for like 20 years, I think.
And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. What was that? She's been acting like that the whole time when I rang a little while ago.
You two had a lesbian fuckfest, and now she's shy? Is that what it is?
Drive out the killer. Drive out the murderous fiend. It doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust down her door. But it felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge it. Toko was scared enough to even bar her door? Does she think the same thing as Byakuya? Does she think the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro?
Something like that.
Is that why Toko's so scared?
But
Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her?
You're up, glasses. Come on, fuckhead. California. See, I'm 2 states above you, my friend. I live in Washingtonio.
Hey, Byakuya, do you think you could ask her? To come out of her room, I mean.
That's fine.
Sure, whatever. Huh? You're gonna talk to her, Byakuya? Wow, I guess you can be nice when you want to.
He's like, shut up, you brownie-ass bitch. I don't know why he sounds like Duke Nukem all of a sudden. Shove it up your ass.
Byakuya stood in front of her door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell.
Do I also have terrible download speeds? I don't know. I've not checked it recently, and I don't know what constitutes as terrible, so I wouldn't even have an idea, honestly.
After a few moments...
You have a friend who lives in Washington? That's pretty sick.
What do you want?
Leave me alone. You're all so annoying. Ah, Bacula!
It's Byakuya.
I'm sorry, I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again. And with that, the door slammed shut.
Yeah, way to divulge your fucking secret that you're so fucking adamant to keep, you idiot. Fucking dozy cunt.
Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off.
There's nothing else we can do. Let's get back to the investigation.
Hold on! Hey Byakuya, what was Toko talking about just now? Something about a promise?
What?
Oh, I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure.
But...
Stop talking.
If I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her.
oh yeah, okay, I'll stay here and keep an eye on her.
Let's go.
Well then, let's go.
Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. Byakuya!
And I hurried to catch up.
I tried to talk to him several times as we walked, but he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept on walking toward his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room.
It's gotta be the, archive, hasn't it? Washington State Friend used to have like an hour of time to download very basic things, and games would take multiple days, well, like a day and a half, but still. Okay, then my speed is ridiculously fast, because I can usually download, like, quite a decent game, like 8 gigabytes in about half an hour, I think.
The library?
Come on, let's go in. Yeah, my MP3 downloads and shit take, like, what, like 4 seconds a piece? Maybe? So I think then my download speed is, like, ridiculously fast or something. If that's the case.
Is the evidence that proves it was Genocide Jack really in the library?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Don't make me say it again. Okay, well, it's gotta be in the archive, hadn't it?
If I remember, on the other side of this door, it's the archive, right?
Hurry up and go inside.
Oh, here?
Let's go.
It'll all make sense once you're inside. Uh-oh. That sounds a little bit gotchi bus. Sorry, I'm having a sip of Coke. I said a sip of Coke, not a line of Coke. Alright, Twitch? Okay? No Monka TOS.
Whoa, there's so many books and files. And so much dust, too.
So, in other words...
Yeah, maybe you should get Kurumi in here. I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. Okay, so do we talk to Byakunuts then? If you pay attention to your surroundings, you're sure to discover that value for yourself. Okay, well, do I just have to examine random shelves until I find the right one, or what?
There's so many files stuffed onto the shelf. What's in all these things?
That's enough.
Those documents are dangerous.
Dangerous?
They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for a commoner.
You mean like members of the Diet or something?
No, I mean the ones with real power. Secret council controlling everything from the shadows. If you're ready to be disappeared for it, take a look.
There's some very interesting people in there. You're just kidding, right? Am I? I'll just let it go for now. Disappointed. I said disappointed instead of disappeared. Although you don't normally read disappeared in that context, do you? The shelf is stuffed tight with files. Without really thinking about it, I picked one at random. Ah, you have a sharp eye indeed to select that file. Huh?
That's right.
That's the report on a presidential assassination. The original is kept at the National Library. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in for peeking at it. Without making a sound, I returned the file to the shelf. What a puss. Okay, this one then? There's a ton of thick files stuffed onto the bookshelf. If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of thing any normal person would never want to look at. Be careful.
Huh? What do you mean?
All those files there are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of thing you'd expect to leak.
Oh? If I pay attention to my surroundings... Okay, well, it's not there. It's not here. It's not there. Where the fuck is it? I don't understand.
There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful while I was in the library.
An extension cord, huh? Oh, where else can we look? No, I don't want to talk to fucking dickhead! Up here, I guess? No, that's the camera. Alright. So we've gone through all that, we've gone through that. Gone through that one. Gone through this one. Gone through this one. Pretty sure we've gone through that one. So what the fuck does he want from me then? I don't understand. Yeah, I know, I went to this shelf as well. I'm pretty sure I did anyway. Yeah. Yeah, he just says that bullshit.
That's right.
Presidential assassination. Alright, what about this one then? Can't examine that one. Okay, so it's gotta be this one then. Alright, no, it's not that one, so it's gotta be this one then. But it isn't, so what the fuck does it want? I don't know what the fuck it wants. Literally, what is it asking for? I don't understand. Can I examine these on the floor? Huh? It's a desk lamp. Oh yeah, it's the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library before.
What?
Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was here before. I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. So, are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room right here. It's home to classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent?
This can't be for real, right?
Such ignorance.
That's your guys' problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it a lie.
Well, it's not that, it's just... It's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but... I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put all this together?
I suppose it goes to show just how much Hope's Peak truly wields. Or perhaps... the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored.
It's no use, I can't keep up with all this. It's just too unreal.
What's wrong? You still can't believe it?
What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible.
What?
What do you mean, usually? Usual, normal, ordinary, simple. Those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything.
You don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what you consider unusual is based on your common sense, right? But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here are genuine. I've reviewed them multiple times, so there's no doubt. Hold on a second, you're saying you've read all these documents and more than once? But all this has to be like top secret confidential stuff, right? So why? My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Huh? Members of the Togami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How is that possible?
So, in other words...
I already told you, there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council. And I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me, which is why I can proclaim without a doubt that the materials gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing or not believing. Byakuya actually is starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. And what always interested me the most were the cold case police investigation reports. Reading through those reports has always been a hobby of mine ever since I was little. It's excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports. And among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case.
Byakuya has a blue eyes? That's the joke, yes. As he talked, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf, like a cunt, cause he could have saved me 10 minutes of time, but he's a dick, so he didn't.
This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack cases has been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that every crime scene the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodlust is written in blood, and the victim's body is suspended. It's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro. Save your surprise, the best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only ones who knew about that particular fact were members of the police and other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. Huh? In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about that aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about this act of mounting the victim. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. So, how could the killer have known about suspending the victim?
That's right.
That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple.
So, in other words...
The culprit isn't a copycat killer. It's the real Genocide Jack.
In other words...
That right there is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us. Then Genocide Jack really is... Such a brutal, fiendish killer really is walking around among us?
Interesting.
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become part of our little game. Now, don't you think it'd be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two.
Such ignorance.
If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself.
Yes, that is the joke. Kaiba has the fucking three-headed blue eyes white dragon ultimate hidden up his ass, and that's why he's such a cunt. That's my joke for it anyway.
Byakuya? About that Genocide Jack case file. Could you let me see it?
That's fine.
Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay. This time. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. Byakuya handed me the file and I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly, my hand stopped. I had reached the page where photos from the scene of each crime had all been collected. The names of Genocide Jack's victims ran on for several pages. Ken Harada, 32, Tetsuhiro Honda, 17, Shoji Gaku, 23, Kano Issei, 14, Takashi Yoshida, 30, Komatsu Nataro, Takafumi Gono, Uchida Naoisha, Takeshi Masamune, Yuto Umejima. There's no end to it. But one thing became perfectly clear as I read. All of the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended in exactly the same way. And at the scene of every murder, the word bloodlust was left in the victim's own blood.
See, that's how I can prove I'm a weeb as well, being able to read Japanese names so fluently.
Now take a look at the next page and you'll find another interesting tidbit. The next page?
In Japan, it's Bloodbath Fever, I see. I've never played these games in Japanese because I just, like, I don't know what it is. I do not watch anime in sub, I watch it in dub all the time. And I think it's because I like to multitask and not pay attention for certain seconds and occupy myself with different things. And if I were to have it in Japanese, I would have to be attentive for the entire time so I can actually read what's going on.
Profiling results? All of the crimes took place either on weekdays, at night, or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time for the killings to take place was on holidays in the afternoon.
Neither have I, but I know that Genocide Jack is more humorous in Japanese. Is there different dialogue? Genocide or show, I see.
Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the suspect may be a student.
So I know it's a tendency to have original Japanese dialogue swear a lot more and say a lot more fucked up shit that American censorship would not allow. But I've always watched English dubs.
Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there was any external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder?
So, in other words,
The key point here is that the culprit may well have a split personality. A split personality? Like the kind of thing you see on TV?
Albeit you don't watch anime. I've only ever finished Evangelion and FMA. See, I grew up with original Naruto, Naruto Shippuden, Full Metal Alchemist, Cowboy Bebop, and probably a whole bunch of other shit that I'm forgetting. If you want recommendations, I would definitely recommend checking out Akame ga Kill. Is really good. It took me a very long time to watch Death Note, but Death Note was fucking incredible. Easily one of the best animes I've ever seen. Like, for plot. Just fucking insanely well written.
So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story? But this one is way more unbelievable than anything else up till now. Or maybe it really isn't. I don't know, I feel like my mind has gone numb.
Genocide Jack case file's been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
let's go.
Alright, we should get going soon. Huh? Where are we going? Anywhere but here. We finished our business here, haven't we? Oh, wait, Byakuya!
Yeah, but Akame ga Kill. Basically, have you ever seen a cartoon called Shaolin Showdown? Basically, how I describe it is Shaolin Showdown, but people actually die, and it's, like, really fucked up. But it's really fucking good, though. And it has one of the best girls of any anime I've ever seen in it. And her name is Leone, and she's fucking amazing.
As usual, Byakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up.
Yeah, but, I've seen all of Tokyo Ghoul so far. I've seen all of Naruto. Except for the new series. I've not watched the new series of Naruto because, honestly, if you ask me, it should have ended after Naruto became Hokage. Spoiler alert. But it should have ended after that. It's fucking stupid that they decided to continue it for no reason.
Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. Huh? Just all of a sudden like
I
that?
don't have time to play with you.
Come on, enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think we'd be together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own.
Goodbye.
You're gay, but you can still appreciate best girls? Yeah. And just like that, he was gone. See, it's the exact opposite for me. I'm gay, but not for liking guys. My joke with my friends is that I'm so feminine that I'm basically a lesbian in guy form, if that makes any sense. And I'm a complete womanizer, so... Just as quickly as he'd asked me to join him, he'd cut me off. In the end, I felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. Yeah, gay for women. Like, I'm so fucking feminine. Like, if you saw a picture of me, you'd think I was a female, honestly. Like, at first glance. That's how girly I look. At the same time, I'd uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. I also know, like, when my female friends are struggling with mental issues, I can talk to them very well and work them out of it. And, my guy friends, when they ask for advice on what they fucked up, I'll basically be like, even if you can contradict her and call her a hypocrite, just let her have her way. Even if you can point it out, they'll appreciate that, and shit like that, and shit'll work out a lot better. And I'm very clean. Like, I'm very tidy, and I'm very clean. So, I don't know, I have a very effeminate personality, I guess. Genocide Jack, he's the one that killed Chihiro. And that murderous fiend is one of us? But who is it? I have to find that out, no matter what it takes. And to do that, there's somewhere I have to go, investigate one more time. I have to go back to the crime scene, the girls' locker room. I should check the boys' locker room, too. And the others might have come up with some info I might find useful while I'm at it. I need to find out everything I can. Right, fair enough. Locker rooms are back this way, I believe? Maybe? Yeah, but, like, I'm super fucking girly, so... I look very feminine, and I'm super girly. So, I don't know, it's just, like, a weird trait or quirk of mine, I guess. Nothing wrong with not wanting to leave Dorito crumbs and cigarette ash on the gaps of your keyboard. Yeah. Like, I don't know, I don't like being messy. I don't like being untidy, if that makes sense. Hey, what's up, Peanut? Holy fuck, good to see you, my friend. How's Bloodborne?
Ding ding ding, Hifumi has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit.
I feel as if...
Another stat increase for me!
Evidence? What did you find? I cannot reveal that just yet.
That's it. I'm sure of it.
Thank you very much, Peanut. It's very good to see you. Thank you so much for the host, dude. I don't know if you'll enjoy the game, or basically what the premise of it is, or if you're off to bed, but thank you so much for the host. Ah, there it is. So you're off to bed. Have a good night, dude. I'll see you very, very shortly, I'm sure.
But I guarantee that's what I found will steal the killer's breath from his lungs. Are you sure about that? Oh yeah, Miss Ludenberg said she witnessed something worthwhile too. Really? What did she see?
Well,
She refused to tell me. It's like when a girl bullies the boy she likes, right? Right? Okay, so where is Celeste now? The warehouse by the dorm. She was there, but at the same time, not there. What's it gonna be?
Alright, so does that mean I should go to the dorms, or what? Or can I go in here and fuck it out? I can go in here and fuck it out. So yeah, you guys who don't know, Peanut plays a lot of Soulsborne, like Bloodborne and Dark Souls. And, he's an incredibly fucking generous fellow as well. So be sure to go give him a check out at your earliest convenience. I like how I enter a room and the first thing I'm drawn to is the guys with frilly hair. Alright. They all look like Pokemon characters. Fuck off. Tell me I'm wrong.
Huh? This poster. It's a popular boy band called Tornado. Somehow it doesn't quite seem to fit the boys' locker room.
Righty then. So basically, for those who don't know the premise of this game, it's like a murder mystery, solve, figure out who did it, type of deal. And the way it's constructed is these kids are convened into a school and forced to commit murder on each other by a sadistic homicidal teddy bear, pretty much. And basically the way it works, it's like investigation, figure out who killed who, and then point them out, and if you fail to point them out at the class trial part, you all die, pretty much. It has a really elaborate story that gets pretty knuck and futz, if I do say so myself.
There's a strange stain on the carpet.
Steady. I didn't make that.
What is it?
Yeah, it looks like somebody fucking shat and dragged their ass across the floor. That's what it looks like to me. Boys' locker room carpet has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Righty then. Is there anything else we can check out, or is that it? I think we're done in here.
Yeah, we're done in here. Alright, that was the only thing to take note of. But yeah, so for people who don't know, I do know this one pretty well through, so I'm not blind to it at all. So if you do know what's going on, feel free to talk about it and do whatever. That's perfectly fine.
It's the bloodstained poster. The blood is the most noteworthy part, but...
Really? Not the fucking triple D chest?
The big-breasted swimsuit model's pretty noticeable too. There it is. A girl's locker room doesn't seem like the kind of place you'd find something like this.
Assuming all the girls aren't lesbians.
Oh, but wait, that reminds me, the poster in the other locker room is... That's right, there's definitely something strange about this. In the boys' locker room, there's a poster of a popular boy band. In the girls' locker room, there's a poster of a big-breasted swimsuit model. Could the posters have been switched? But if they were, why? What reason would anyone have? Maybe I should talk to someone who knows a little more about the locker rooms.
2 locker room posters have been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. I actually found out about this series through this case? Oh, did you really? See, I saw the anime before I played the games, but my buddy who introduced me to it told me it was a game first, and the anime was basically a more simplistic version of the game, and that I should check out the games instead. So I did, and I really enjoy them, and they're fucking awesome. And I like them a lot. There she is. I do say she.
You spend a lot of time exercising in the girls' locker room, right, Sakura?
Of course.
I've used it nearly every day since it opened up. Sometimes Hina and I use it together.
Hey, what's up, Tara? Why am I your arch nemesis? That's a little fucked up. Hello, though. How you doing? I'll disregard that.
Okay then, let me ask you something. You think the posters in the boys' and girls' locker rooms could have been
I'm
switched?
sorry.
Sorry, I can't really say. I never really paid any attention to the posters.
I see.
However,
But there is something that's been bothering me about the locker room. You see, I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising.
We have protein coffee?
In the warehouse, it's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. I mix protein powder with coffee and down a glass of it after exercising. Anyway, the other day I spilled some on the carpet in the girls' locker room and it left a stain.
A stain?
It's been a while.
But I don't see any stain on the carpet now.
of course.
What? I swear to God, I'm actually gonna crop an image of the band Stained, as in a PNG, and I'm just gonna put it on the carpet right there. Fucking hell, that'd be great.
Exactly, I noticed it earlier. The stain has disappeared. I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it up. But still, isn't it unusually clean? As if there was never a stain here to begin with.
Right. Disappearing stain has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Righty then. So, if you guys are wondering why I'm sounding like a beta bitch boy whenever I'm voicing this main character I'm playing as, he sounds like a complete puff. So, that's that. I don't normally sound like that, obviously. I know I sound like a high-voiced bitch anyway, but now you know.
Hey Kyoko, have you made any progress on your investigation?
Indeed.
Generally speaking.
However,
But I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of. Something besides the investigation? What is it?
well,
Nothing you need to worry about. Just concentrate on the murder. But
so then,
before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time. Thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine its whereabouts.
goodbye.
That's it. I'll be praying for your success.
Yeah, because praying always helps, doesn't it?
With that, Kyoko turned and left the girls' locker room. I guess I'll take another look at the body then. And Chihiro's handbook is missing? That's definitely worth worrying about.
Chihiro's e-handbook has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Hey, what's up, Gwen? Cheers, fella. How's it going? I think this is your first time here as well, so welcome. Normally I would play Dark Souls and Bloodborne, but I'm just so fucking tired of those games. Like, I can't look at them anymore, if that makes sense, because I've just played the absolute dick out of them.
Kyoko said I should examine the body one more time. I know she said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. Well, I better give it a shot anyway.
Well, at least you'd be feeling up a dead girl, right? Instead of, you know, feeling up a dead fella, or a fella in general.
Let's see.
Chihiro's hands are bound with what looks like some kind of rope, or is it?
The rope was used to prop her up in a kind of crucifix position. Huh? This rope has a plug? Wait, so then this isn't a rope at all?
Says the guy with 200 IQ. I'll take obvious shit for 1,000.
But the more I think about it, the more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was a blow to the head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her? That's right, there's the issue of her being suspended and the fatal blow. At first I didn't see any reason to think too much about either of them. But seeing them again after looking through the Genocide Jack file, something's not quite right. What does this all mean?
Status of the dead body has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Okay, so Gwen, I recently finished V3 and that was blind as fuck. It's on my YouTube. Self-plug, by the way. But I know all of Danganronpa 1 and 2, but I haven't seen them for a while, so I might be a little bit rusty. And even though I know the plot of the games and the story and everything and who dies and who kills who, I basically wanted to play them through just so I could archive them for a playthrough, number one. Number two, I wanted to be able to voice through them, because it's a lot of fun.
Well, the one thing that most likely to tie all these mysteries together is the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. And to figure that out, there's a certain place I need to revisit and look over again. Plus, it might help to look at the Genocide Jack file one more time.
Right to the library it is, then. Hintity hint hint. Not you, the Soulsborne Miyazaki, I see. Okay. Never mind. My fault. Entirely. Didn't even think. Daft prick. That's my own fault. Sorry about that. God damn it, I keep pressing the wrong fucking button then. I always do that. Can't even run correctly, look at me. Dozy prick. You like Danganronpa, though. I would only recommend it to make fun of with friends. What, Danganronpa? Oh, your sister tried to watch it with me after we finished the first game. Oh, I've watched the Trigger Happy Havoc dub, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, I like the design and the art style of the game a lot more than the anime. The anime just looks like every other anime, but Danganronpa characters. Hey, Byakuya moved this lamp back here. What the fuck?
There's a thick layer of dust on top of the desk. Maybe there's some kind of clue here. Guess not.
Alright, fair enough. He did say he wanted to go back and check the library, so I just thought, you know. Yeah, but basically, I know how all the murders go down decently well throughout the games. And I know who the murderers are, and I know who dies per chapter, so it's not as fun. This game is like Telltale meets Persona. I've never played Persona, I've heard of it though. Telltale games are really fucking wicked. I have to play through all the Walking Deads at some point, because those games are crack-a-lackin'. They're fucking really good, honestly they are. Where's that Genocide Jack file? Is there a specific place it's gonna be, or am I just gonna have to fucking I Spy with my little fucking Makoto eye everything? Okay, it's not that one. Is it this one?
I know it was around here somewhere. Huh? It's gone! Did someone take it out of the archive? But the only one who would do something like that. I can't think of anyone but Byakuya.
He's the only one that would have known about it, because he spends all the time in the library, and nobody else does. Except fucking Toko, because she's sniffing up his crotch every 5 seconds. Because she's a fucking freak. Played many Persona games, but never any of the Telltale games outside The Wolf Among Us. The Wolf Among Us is super fucking good, but you gotta check out The Walking Deads as well. They're super, 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 super good. Can't recommend enough. I tried to get my friend to play them, and, he's like, oh, I don't want to play them, they're gonna bore me, or whatever, like, I've seen how they play, and I'm like, no, dude, you will get, like, so emotionally attached to this fucking game, you have no idea what you're in for. And he played through it, and he literally almost ended up crying at the end of the game. It was fucking insane, honestly.
Huh? The lamp won't turn on. Oh, I see, it's not plugged in. The lamp's cord isn't long enough to reach the outlet from here.
So that must mean the cable is an extension cord, isn't it?
But last time I saw it, it was definitely on, and it was definitely right here. Oh, that's right, Byakuya was using an extension cord. But there's no extension cord here now. I wonder if...
Library desk lamp has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Alright, so basically in the Danganronpa series, I'm known for doing pretty decently in investigations and thinking and figuring shit out. and understanding how shit went, but when it comes to pointing it out in the trials and execution, I usually fuck it up horrendously, so we'll see how it goes. Also, I was supposed to go check out Chihiro's body one more time for the extension cord, wasn't I? And that's probably going to be the last bit of evidence we need, and then we can kick off the trial, which I'm going to do in another video, I think. So don't worry, after I end this one, after the investigation concludes, I'm going to start up again right away, because I want to get this trial done today. Or this chapter done today, rather. But I'm going to start right back up, so stick around if you wish. If you have other stuff to do, no worries.
Chihiro's hands are bound with what looks like some kind of rope. But it isn't actually a rope at all. Still, that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was the blow to the head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right, there's the issue of her being suspended and then the fatal blow. At first, I didn't see any reason to think too much about either of them. But seeing them again after looking through the Genocide Jack files, something's not quite right. What does this all mean? Can't stop thinking about the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. There's a certain place I need to revisit and look over again.
But I went to the fucking library, you daft twat! I was just there, you prick. I think I have to talk to Celeste. Oh yeah, cheers. I totally forgot about that. Thanks much. I totally forgot. I absolutely spaced it. I did that once earlier as well, when it came to Sayaka and the fucking DVD, I think. Is what it was. I'll be seeing you in the next chapter, Nurse's Room. Hopefully we don't find Mikon in there. Not looking forward to Mikon at all. Ugh, fucking hate Mikon so much. No offense to her, like, but I just hate the whiny bitchy pussy characters. Fucking annoy me. Just, I don't like hearing whimpering every 2 seconds, if that makes sense. Makes me think I'm talking to a fucking frightened animal. What's up, sexy? So for those who don't know, Celeste is my waifu in this game, and Kyoko. They're both top-notch.
Celeste, what are you doing here? This warehouse is amazing. It has absolutely everything that one might need to live a full life. From food to clothes to towels, there's an endless supply to choose from. I see that, but have you found anything related to the case?
Most unfortunate.
I knew you were going to ask me that. I thought about talking the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless.
Then, did you find something?
Very well. I will tell you, and only you.
Actually,
Last night, I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse.
What? Really?
indeed.
This was right before nighttime.
What are you doing out this late?
Oh, I was just...
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
What? How did you know?
Duffel bag. Tracksuit. 3, I want to get stronger. You're not very good at making a case for
Because I
yourself
can
here.
see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Is there any difference between Mikon and a scared animal? No.
Oh, you're right.
Absolutely not. Spread eagle aside, yeah.
Well, I'd better
Sorry,
get
I showed you
going.
something
I'm kind
so
of in a
unsightly.
hurry.
She stuffed the jacket into a bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
Yes, indeed.
I assumed she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but... It would appear she ignored the nighttime rule, and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken our rule, none of this ever would have happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose. So apparently, she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing? But the strange thing is, there was no trace of the track jacket or duffel bag Celeste said she saw Chihiro carrying, which would mean the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow.
Celeste's account has been added to the Truth Bolt section of your handbook. Ding dong, please. No ding dong, motherfucker, man. At least we got to talk to waifu for a little while. That's a little bit nice. I'm going the wrong way again, aren't I? Wait, what else do I have to check? Can I talk to Toko? Maybe that's a thing. Might want to do that while I'm down here. I don't know if I can or not. I should probably just leave her alone for now. Alright, fair enough. Has nothing to do with anything then. Laundry room, perhaps?
Seeing as how it was a tracksuit and a duffel bag. Maybe the laundry room? Nope. Nothing in here as well. Fuck me. I hate that. What? Open your in-game map? What would that do for me? That's what I don't understand. What would that do? Or are the exclamation marks places I have to inspect? Is that what that means? Because I don't know what that means. Like, I'm not familiar with, like, how the game works and shit like that. Like, if the exclamation marks are over places I have to investigate, that makes sense, but they're points of interest? Oh, okay. I see. So basically, if I'm in a room and I open the map and there's still an exclamation mark in there, that means I've missed something that I have to inspect in order to get the trial to trigger? Is that what it is? If that's the case, we're gonna be here for a little while. God damn, this fucking layout is so disorienting. I seriously can never adjust to it. Not exactly. Oh, they're just points of interest, like you should look here. See, in the other games, it's just like... it's a lot more direct in the other games, I find. They do a much better job. Maybe we should have confessed our embarrassing secrets after all. Damn it, I'm sorry, Chihiro, it's all because I wasn't strong enough. Well, don't say damn it, because you're the ultimate moral compass, so you shouldn't swear, should you? Bad Taka. Bad Taka. Just means it's a point of interest. It doesn't actually change if you finish it. Weird. Alright, well that's a bit annoying then. Like, if the exclamation would disappear when you're, like, done checking everything out, that'd be nice, but... I didn't make the game, so I'm not gonna give it shit, so... Doesn't seem that there's anything in the gymnasium that I need to worry about either, so I think we can cross this off the list. Taka has to ban himself from his own Minecraft server? Yeah. I think he's too busy being hoity-toity and a pompous prick for fucking... Minecraft, to be honest. I never got into that game. I never understood the appeal. I seriously never understood the appeal whatsoever. I just didn't understand. It's like Legos, but having to go through more steps. I don't get it. Like, I understand the creative aspect, but it would get boring, don't you think? Oh, maybe I should talk to Hifumi. Maybe he has something I need to know.
Ding ding ding, Hifumi has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit.
I feel as if...
Evidence? What did you find? I cannot reveal that just yet.
That's it.
But I guarantee that what I found will steal the killer's breath from his lungs.
No, I remember talking to Hifumi now. That can't be it. If you're above the age of 9, it's mods, yeah. I could imagine. That's what, like, I don't understand the appeal. Like, that's the one thing I don't get. I don't get the fucking appeal at all. Alright, we've examined the bloodstain, yeah? We've examined the dumbbell. We've talked to Sakura. We've examined the bloodlust. We've examined the body and the cords. We've examined the poster. Can we go through the doorway? No, we cannot. Maybe it's something in the boys' locker room that I'm missing that I need to take note of. Same reason people like Skyrim, it's mods. I couldn't get into Skyrim as well. So, for those who don't know, like you, Master of Zoo, you haven't been here very long, but welcome again. I'm deathly afraid of fucking spiders. I hate spiders with a fucking passion. There's only one spider I don't dislike, and that's Ragnar from Monster Musume. And that's because she's sexy as fuck. Any day of the week. Any fucking day of the week. Oh, I can go through here, but I can't go through there? Even though it leads to the same fucking place? That's a tad retarded, not gonna lie. So is there something I need to check in here? Or is it just nonsense being in here? It doesn't look like there's anything to note in here, though. What's the point of coming over here, then? Absolutely dick? Alright. Over here, then, I suppose? No clues in the locker, so why is the pool a point of fucking interest? Fucking sawed off with that. Wasting my time. It's Aoi, probably. Where the fuck is she? I don't know where the hell she is. She's not at the pool. Not even on this floor. Is Owie probably. Dining hall. Alright, fair enough. I don't think I can teleport there, so we're gonna have to fucking peg it. I'm gonna have to Simon Peg over to the dining hall, unfortunately. Does she just, like, always appear in the dining hall? Like, am I stupid? Have I not noticed that yet? Like, does she always show up in the dining hall, and I'm just daft for not noticing? Because that could be the case. Easily. Despair Hotel. Yeah. It'll get interesting soon, I promise. Bathhouse? No, that was... Actually, is it the bathhouse? Maybe it is the bathhouse. Fuck me. You know what? Maybe it is the bathhouse. Oh, this is nice. I kill for a place like this. I love saunas. Saunas are very comfy. I like hot tubs as well. She does like donuts? Yeah, that is true. No, because Hifumi finds the fucking thing, doesn't he? So that wouldn't be me, would it? Maybe it would. I don't know. Yeah, there doesn't appear to be anything here. Also, you might know this. Are there hidden Monokumas in this game? Or is that only in 2 and onward? Because I haven't seen a single one. I haven't been looking very hard, but I am coming to understand that I don't think there's any of them in this one. No, this game has a much worse system for monocoins, yeah. I figured. I'm pretty perceptive, so, like... Random objects during daily and deadly life, yeah. Okay. So it starts in 2. That's good to know. I like the hidden Monokumas much more. Also, it adds for replayability as well. Alright, let's talk to Owie and see if we can progress. They're good for buying fucking knockoff gifts and shit. Oh, Hina, how's Toko doing? Same as before, she won't come out and she just keeps on mumbling something about Genocide Jack. So I just left her there. You left her? My head was all swimmy and I was getting pretty hungry.
Yeah.
Oh, but don't worry, I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, what are you eating?
Huh?
A donut, of course.
Of course? Yeah, she doesn't seem like the type that would eat sweets and fucking large calorie meals if she's super athletic.
There's 2 things I'm sure God created, outer space and donuts. Really? I bet Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was her one big regret. Oh, I should have tried to spend more time with her. Come to think of it, who did she spend time with?
Well...
Yeah, she was a little bit strange. Didn't really hang out with the other girls much. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us. Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused.
Yeah, totally.
Yup, it's true, and it wasn't just us either. It's like she stayed away from all the girls. Was she just shy? I don't know, she talked to the boys all the time. Isn't it kind of weird to be shy around your own sex, but totally fine with the opposite sex? Oh wait, maybe she was used to guys spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right? You think so? I never really saw her as that kind of girl. Awie's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Good call, Zoo. Cheers, Zoo. Good call. Awesome, thanks. Yeah, that's true.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in? It's the moment you've all been waiting for!
Right, time for the class trial where I fuck everything up
trial.
ridiculously. I might not do as bad because this game doesn't seem as complicated to contradict everything. And it's not as vague as some of the other games are. Like, Trial 3 of V3 was absolute nonsensical, retarded bullshit.
You remember where to
There's so
meet,
much
right?
shit in that trial that does not make any fucking sense. Played every Ace Attorney game up to Investigations 2. Completely desensitized to this process, so if I had to ask, do the Phoenix Wright games play similarly to these?
Please go through the red door on the first floor
Although-
of the school.
You know, honestly, if it's not kids killing each other, I'm probably not going to be as interested, and I know that sounds bad.
But you gotta realize you're talking to, like, somebody who watched Evil Dead when they were, like, 5 years old. And grew up with, like, the Friday the 13th series and the fucking Nightmare on Elm Street series and fucking shit like that. So, like, I'm a total gorehound. I love horror movies. Not the really bad, shitty ones, though, that are, like, fucking terribly made for the sake of being bad. I like, you know, good fucking horror movies. Begin the class trial? Or... it's about to begin. The red door is right through here. Right, so I'm gonna leave it off there, and I'm about to start up again in like 5 seconds, so I'll see you very shortly. I just want to keep this as 2 separate videos so I don't have to fucking split them later, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna save that. And then I'm gonna sod off from streaming, and I'll see you back in a second.